Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my... No, hello everyone, I'm Lizzie and this is Lizzie Reads and welcome to Vlogmas. Merry Christmas. That was so random and backwards. This is Vlogmas day 3. No, this is day 4. Vlogmas day 4. I filmed this again because in the first intro I said Vlogmas day 2 because I'm pre-filming ahead and I hadn't filmed day 2 yet because it's the TBR and I wanted to film the haul and the TBR in a different order because it made sense with my piles. So stupid. But here I am. It's a haul. Yeah, a haul. I don't normally do hauls. I haven't done them in a long time because I've been trying to pay back my holiday, trying to pay back my book buying basically. But I started a new job and basically I work somewhere where I have access to discounted books and proof copies. So I've got a few proofs, a few books. Yeah, sneak peek because these aren't in the other intro, so you're really winning here. I love filming these little like cheesy little bits at the beginning. I hope they're alright. I hope YouTube doesn't like tell me off. As long as I only do 10 seconds. I think that's right. But yeah, let's get into the video, the earlier bit. I'm going to start with the books I bought because these books have been on my to read list, to buy list for a very long time. And the first of those I have wanted to read ever since I first heard about it, but I have been saving it for Christmas and December. TBR, I was about to say TBR spoilers, but I'm filming this first because it's easier for my stacking. And then I'm going to film my TBR, but my TBR will be going up earlier than my haul. A bit weird, I know, but Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow, which is about a young girl called Morrigan Crow, and she is born on a certain day, which means she's fated to die on her 11th birthday. When her 11th birthday comes around, she basically gets taken to a magic school sort of thing. That's as far as my understanding is of it. Sorry, there's something fallen over that's really important. I don't want to ruin a really good photo of me and my friend that's fallen over. Yeah, so I'm really excited to read this because it's meant to be so magical. Lauren in the books, Mercedes. I'm pretty sure I've heard Eleanor talk about it. I'm trying to think who else has spoken about it, but it's meant to be really fantastic and wonderful, very Christmassy, very magical, and also it's meant to be the sort of like Harry Potter vibes because it's in a magic school, and I've heard some things about a hammock which are intriguing me, so I'm pretty sure that's like next on my to be read pile. And then next, a book I bought because I read the first one and I need to read the second one as soon as possible, and that is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, which is in the Grishaverse. I think that's the name of the series. I think it's just a duology. I'm not too sure. I don't want to research too much into it and don't want to see any spoilers, so I'll let you know once I've read this. But yeah, it's basically about a group of sort of like bandits and criminals who did the impossible heist, and this is a sequel to that. I can't really say much more. I can't really say how the heist went, but yeah, it's really interesting. You can tell it's a YA novel, but I just really like the characters. I feel like the characters are really easy to delve into, and I like the world, and I'm very interested and can't wait to read this. And then another sequel of a book I read last year. So this is Explorers on Witch Mountain by Alex Bell, and the first in this series was the Polar Bear Explorers Club. I read this last year. It was one of my last year. It was one of my favourite books of last year. I included it in a video. I thought I did a review video about it, and I hardly ever do single review videos. I mean, at the time I was still pretty new. Oh wait, what day is this going up? I'll film that at the end. Yeah, so which was I was still pretty new then. And it's about a young girl called Stella, and her dad is an explorer, and girls aren't allowed to go exploring, so she can't go with him. But she really wants to go, and basically she goes on this expedition, and it's just so magical. It's so wonderful. The characters are so sweet, and yeah, I'm going to reread the first in the series and then read this again as like a Christmas treat. So a lot of these so far have been like Christmas reads, but also one that I probably won't read till the new year is a book I got in when I was doing some book shopping with my friend Mia, and this is Memoirs of a Fox Hunting Man by Siegfried Sassoon. And I'm really interested in reading this. I believe it's sort of like a yeah, it's just a book by Siegfried Sassoon. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm really interested in Siegfried Sassoon after reading Regeneration by Pat Barker. There's a second one there that I really want to continue, but I thought this might be a nice tie-in on that because Siegfried Sassoon is one of the characters in that story. Next, let's get on to my proofs. Now let's start with ones you've probably already heard about in my haul, that I've talked about yet. And I've got Shadow Scent, The Darkest Bloom, and it is by... I can't remember now. Wait, it's got a letter in it, which is really exciting. PM Freestone is what it's looking like, and basically it's about, I don't really know much about it, but it's a fantasy novel. I think it's YA. Absolutely beautiful. And it's the magic system is based on scent, I believe, and yeah, I saw this in the on the proof shelf and I thought I need to read that. And I've been really into fantasy at the minute, like really into it, especially YA and kids fantasy. I was finding it so enjoyable, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Another one is The Ice House by Tim Clare. Oh, also, just to mention, this comes out in the 7th of February, and then this comes out May 2019, so it's quite a long way, but I just want to read you the blurb to this one because I think the blurb really what hooked me in. Well, part of the blurb. Delphine Venner is old, but she remembers everything. She remembers what it is to be a child of war. She remembers fighting for her life and what the terrifying creatures from another world took her from all those years ago. She remembers the gateway and those she lost. And in that other world, the beast feels brutal. Someone waits for her. Hagar, a centuries-old assassin, daily paying a terrible price for her unending youth, is planning one final death, that of her master, the Grand Duck. The Grand Duck, that sounds so stupid. Basically, I don't really know what this is about. I think it's fantastical, science fiction possibly, but it just says war doesn't end, it sleeps, and I think that sounds so interesting, and I really want to read that. Next, I got the proof of Fierce Fragile Hearts by Sarah Bernard, which is the second, it's like the sequel to Beautiful Broken Things, which is an audiobook I listened to last month, and it doesn't come out till the 2nd of the 7th of February. And yeah, it's about 3 teenagers that live in Brighton, and it's about one of the characters who goes slightly off the rails in the first book. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. I really like the way Sarah Bernard writes YA. I think she produces very realistic characters. Also, this one I didn't get from work. I got it for Any Amount of Books, which is in London, and downstairs they have loads of proof copies, which you can buy like second hand. And this is called M is for Mummy, and it's by Eleanor O'Reilly. And I think it's about a grandma who comes to live at her daughter's house when she's had a stroke, and each individual child has like its own sort of like personal issues that are making everything a little bit of a struggle. Like nothing's really flowing for this family at the minute, and I just really liked the look of it, and I had a flick through and I thought, actually, I really think I want to buy this. So it's a proof copy that I bought. And then next I got Cape May by Chip Cheek, which comes out in April 2019. And this is nothing like I will normally read, but I thought it sounded really interesting. It's about two newlyweds who go on their honeymoon or come back from their honeymoon, I'm not sure. And basically they're finding out that their married life is nothing like what they thought it would be. They didn't realise, well, they didn't, like, basically they're realising they don't know as much about each other as they thought, and some interesting characters come into their lives. And yeah, I don't really know much about it, as I do most of these books, but I am really excited to read it soon. Hopefully in the new, hopefully in the new year. And last but not least, I have Queenie by Candice Carty-Williams. It's blurbed here by Jojo Moyes and Kit DeWall. And I've read Jojo Moyes before, but not Kit DeWall. I haven't read My Name is Leon. Oh, I can't remember the other bit. But yeah, but they're quite prolific, and it's due out on the April 19th. And on the back it just says, I'm strong, I'm struggling, I'm expressive, I'm aggressive. I think he's the one, I know he's not. I like it that way, I can't say no. I'm not black enough, I'm too black. I have best friends, but I'm alone in this. I am enough. Am I? And it's called I Am Queenie. Unflinchingly raw, darkly comic, and utterly heartbreaking. Meet Queenie. And yeah, I just think, oh, look at that cover, it's just so beautiful. Like, look, I could honestly look at those braids all day. Yeah, I just think the cover's really beautiful, and I don't know how young or old this woman is, what she's going through, but I'm excited to hear her story. So this is all of the books I've got. A lot of proofs, a few books, a lot of fantasy, a lot of YA. I'm just really feeling it at the minute, and I'm really glad that I'm enjoying feeling the YA and stuff, because it's just nice to read like lots of similar things all at once. I think it's the Christmas season, to be honest. So thank you so much for joining me on I think I said day 2. Oh no, we'll refilm that. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you fancy it. Stick around for Vlogmas, playlists below. Check out 99 Plots, a blog that I write for. Fantastic group of girls on there. And I'll see you soon. Bye.